Crypto.com Crocoin holders. I've got a video for you guys, a breaking news price alert for Crocoin, because we're seeing quite a nice bounce. We saw a massive move to the upside, followed by a sweep of some lows potentially, and now we're looking like we're bouncing off those lows, so we gotta be talking about this. So without further ado, welcome back to Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now. Anything I say is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Let's hop into this video. All right, guys, we're gonna start off here over on Crypto Twitter. Follow me at 333 Blacksea. I say, my Crow fam, be patient. Be patient. Crocoin $1 is loading. I'm going to show you why I believe that's playing out here. First things first, looking at Cronos on the daily time frame here, we saw a little bit of a sell-off. I mean, first off, when you zoom out like this just looks so nice. This massive curvature like this, whoo, it's starting to look very bullish, guys. I mean, I say starting to after we've made nearly a 400% gain from the lows of about 8 cents, coming all the way up to 40 cents. Now we're trading at about 30 cents even right now. But all in all here, when you zoom into this, you start to see that we have seen quite a massive move. So we came up to 40 cents, and now it looks like the price is somewhat stabilizing around anywhere from 27 to 30 cents. And you can see that we're creating a little bit of a potential bull flag, potentially. And it's funny because I'm saying creating a bull flag, but these price sweeps and these swings are so significant. I expect continued volatility, guys. We're in the fourth and final phase of this bull market cycle. Expect bull traps, bear traps, volume squeezes. Expect big volatility, and we're seeing that play out right now. But I do think, like right now, I am in a Crocoin long. I've been long since really about like 15.5 cents down here when we started to bounce off 15 cents. When we broke down below this, I was saying if we break back out above the 15 cents and bounce off this, I'm going to enter long, and I am long and strong, baby. And I'm going to continue to have my long position open because I do think that there's a world here where we continue all the way up to $1. And if you look at Crocoin on the monthly time frame, we have about a day and 2 hours left. And something I want to take a look at here is if you look at Market Cipher, there's not much data, right? When you're looking at super high time frame, like monthly time frames, on a coin that's really been only around since July 2020, right? Excuse me. And I do want to talk about this though, because you have a green dot here. Follow where Market Cipher is, right? You have a green dot here, followed by many months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months of green price action, right? You have a red dot, you have about 6 months to the downside, a green dot. But I just want to emphasize on here, we're seeing a green dot right now forming. And we haven't even gotten near clipping to the downside yet for this momentum wave. It hasn't even started to really, I don't think it's done. I think that we have further continuation. If you line that up as well with where we should be going in Q4 of 2025 with the Fed pivoting to quantitative easing, cutting those interest rates, creating a more risk-on asset favorable environment, guys, I think we have further continuation, and my eyes are on $1. Now, if you guys do want to trade with me, feel free to check out the pinned comment section or description box below. We have a $100,000 deposit bonus and $10 for free when you sign up to BitNext. And on Blowfin, we have a 10% trade rebate and a $5,000 sign-on bonus. Check out all these awesome affiliate links down below, guys. It really helps support this channel, and I think that it's a very useful tool to have different exchanges in your toolkit, and having leverage, having different perps, and being able to just take advantage of all these different tools when you're trying to trade and invest. So let's take a look here. Cronos is at rank 17, up 91.51% in the past 7 days, up about 10% in the past 24 hours, getting a little bit of a sell-off in the past hour, but guys, it's weekend price action. Weekend price action is very touch and go. It's very usually you open wherever you close on Friday. Close is where you open on Monday open for crypto, and because there's not that much volume, the order books are thin. It's easily manipulatable, and the market makers can swing it really easily. And it's kind of just like the weekend is kind of just like stop loss hunting. Like that's the name of the game, really. And I will be honest though, it has changed over the past year or so. But really, I've been trading crypto for nearly a decade, and usually every weekend price action is like you want to stay away from that. But this is the first time this year where weekend price action has actually been kind of sticky, which is pretty fascinating. It probably has to do with institutions buying up all these cryptos and holding on to it and creating more of a it creates more of a difficult environment to push the order books around, right? The order books are less thin, well, they're not less thin, but there's just less coins. There's less liquidity, right? All right, so when you look at this, Cronos, are we back above a $10 billion market cap? Yes, we are. $10.14 billion, sitting over 30 cents. Man, I love to see this. I have a few 100,000 Crow. I'm going to continue just to add my staking rewards. I'm not going to sell, and I will start taking profit when we get near $1. I've already been, guys, I have to say, I'm be honest, I've been in Crow Coin since it was like a penny. So I've been taking profit along the way, and now what I have left is basically like moon bags. And I'll take profit when it gets pretty crazy. If we can go to $1, $2, $5, then I'll probably be taking some significant profit. And before we get to $5, I'll be taking profit. This is me being completely transparent with you. But all in all, guys, this is a great start. We're finally seeing some life in Cronos. And we're seeing excitement. I see the comment section on these Crowcoin videos, guys. I love having the conversation with you guys. I love seeing it active and people get excited because, guys, Cronos is getting talked about by the President of the United States. It's getting its own Crowcoin treasury, right? It's insane. But if you look at this, Bitcoin's at 108,000. Bitcoin dominance, nothing to write home about here at 57.39%. Excluding stablecoins, basically still around 60%, 59.5%. I'm not going to be super excited about Bitcoin dominance to be calling for altcoin season until we see Bitcoin dominance really flush out to like low 50s and even like mid 40s. And I don't think that plays out until Q4, until we see Jerome Powell pivot. And guys, we're moving into September, and I showed this chart in my Crowcoin video yesterday, these purple lines indicating every September. And September usually is quite bearish for Crowcoin, specifically in altcoins. That being said, though, I did talk about how the one time we had massive gains followed through September and beyond was the previous bull market when we reached about $1, right? So, guys, I am very bullish on Crowcoin. If you look at Bitcoin, the weekly time frame is absolutely fine. We're seeing a closure in a day and 2 hours, sitting on this very important price of 110K. You know, we can close below 110K. I just don't want to see anything below like 104,000 and a half. If we start to see weekly candle closure below that, then I'd be saying, hey, guys, like probably really like on the weekly time frame, 103,200 is more specific. I don't want to see anything closing below that because then it breaks bullish price structure. But, guys, we got time for that, and I think that we could come down and test it, sure. But I just don't want to see any closures because that could change some things and probably kick the can down the road further, which probably would mean that we'd see higher price targets. But I don't think that if we did see that breakdown, we should be calling for the end of the bull market. A lot has changed in the past couple of years here, guys, with crypto and mass adoption and institutional adoption. And, yeah, guys, lots changed, so I do believe that this cycle will be somewhat muted when it comes to a big drawdown on Bitcoin. But, guys, pay attention because I do think that into Q4 we're going to see Crowcoin make some big moves. And like I said, guys, if you want to trade, check out all those awesome affiliate links down below. It really helps support this channel. And that's all I got. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments down below. Are you bullish on Crow? Are you expecting $1, $2, $5? I'm pretty bullish, but time will tell how high we really go and how much these Crowcoin treasuries will. Well, there's one Crowcoin treasury. What will happen if there's a second or third or fourth or fifth? And what if all these institutions start trying to pile in this? It'd be absolutely insane, but it's exciting times. That's all I got. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next one. Bye-bye.